Well, welcome to something Stoney.
Fuck. I was like, I'm gonna prepare something to come out of the gate with.
Yeah,
Got nothing.
You took
Got
too
nothing.
fucking long. You
Yeah,
took too
look,
fucking
you know,
long.
we had a good, very conversational pre-show,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, your boy's already pretty lit, so
Yeah.
this might be a nice tight one. What's going on with you lately, Jimmy?
Well, today's an interesting day. Today's a little bit of an experiment for me because I went and got my booster. I got my J&J booster at about
the J&J booster.
J&J, and I went about 2:00. And first of all, Universal City Walk, what the fuck you doing? What the fuck you doing? Okay, so
What
we
are they
made an
doing?
appointment. I made an appointment to go there, right? Because they had their thing going there. And I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm assuming, well, you go in there, they'll have a place that you can park, go, pull in the gate, and they're like, okay, that'll be $30. I'm like, for a COVID test? They're like, yeah, it's they changed the companies, blah, blah, blah. It's $30 now. I'm like, no, it ain't for me because I'm going somewhere else. So I turned around. So it's ridiculous. You're offering a free vaccination and you're charging $30 for, because once you get the vaccine, you're not going to go, well, I'm going to go to Universal for the day. You're not going to do that, right? I mean, really?
I think a lot of people did that, though.
Wait, really? God damn it.
Probably, just because it's there.
But anyway, I ended up going somewhere else and I got it. I was a little weirded out because I knew we were doing the show. And I knew last time I got the shot, the main J&J shot, I was by now feeling very flu-ish, kind of chills, kind of blah, blah, blah.
I had a identical experience.
Yeah. So weirdly, today I had my arm was a little sore, kind of for a minute. Wasn't sore at all the first time. I'm feeling pretty good. And I got my edibles for the show and I was like, I'm not feeling anything. I'm honestly feeling fine. And I feel pretty fucking great, actually. I mean, I might keep, we're talking earlier, we're like pre-show, we're talking, we'll keep the show short just in case I start kind of feeling out of it. But man, I'm feeling pretty fucking good. And the weed hit really hard.
Well, what time did you get the booster shot?
2 p.m.
Okay.
That's about when it hits, dude. That's about when it hits.
It's about when you feel something. That's interesting.
I think the weed may be counteracting. Maybe.
Well, or I think maybe more likely, maybe the booster isn't as intense.
Maybe that's possible.
That's what's going on.
Although I've heard other people say they had issues with it, but yeah, I haven't heard.
Those
you're right. I
people
don't.
Are pussies, dude.
Oh my god. Well, that's.
Get out of here.
There's a lot of that out in the world today.
Dude, tell me about it.
I mean, to be fair though, I can be a pussy myself because I'm like, there's sometimes everyone can, and it's like,
dude, I'm not. Me, ever.
Yeah, you're.
Ever, dude.
I've seen. Yes, you are definitely a pussy at times. But I love you.
Name one time.
Well, I know you get scared of jump scares in horror movies. You can't.
But that's not actually being scared. That's like
you can't handle going through. But still, that's come on.
What? I just got startled. You startled me.
I always find the calling the pussy that kind of this
dude. Fucking same, dude.
It's stupid. It's stupid. Like you have to be this to be a cool guy. You have to be this to be. That's dumb. Anyone that thinks that is fucking idiotic. It's so stupid because you're like that. People aren't that. So you're basically saying everyone should be the same kind of person. The same. That's just not possible. And if everyone was the same, we would all be crazy, or we wouldn't have any crazy people. I don't know. Probably we'd all be crazy. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we're all already though.
Dude, watch any of the fucking Karen videos. Yeah, we're all crazy right now.
Watch your life.
Watch your life. You're crazy.
I know. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm. No, it's absolutely true. We're all a little fucking, as Anthony Perkins once said in Psycho, we all go a little mad sometimes.
Yeah, dude, speaking of fucking weird,
Except we don't kill people in the shower usually.
I was gonna
That's a Norman Bates thing. Go ahead.
Dude, I got another audition, which is exciting, but it's again like most auditions these days, it's a virtual thing. And they send you the sides and it's fine, but it was weird. They send the thing that's like, hey, this is who you're reading for. This is a description of the character. And then I got the sides and there were no lines for the character in it. And I'm like, so who do you want me to be? Do you want me to be the fucking Cholo character? Because that's all there's that. And then the clerk that's clearly meant to be a type. You want me to act like that too? Like, so
what did they have you do?
The instructions, there were no instructions. It was just like submit, read the lines, but then there's no lines for the character. Whatever, dude. It's unpaid anyway. The fuck out of here. I'm a professional.
Wait. So you haven't done the interview? You haven't done the audition yet?
No. It's like the pre-recorded shit that you send in.
What? But I don't get. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. What do you?
Yeah. What am I supposed?
What do you say? What are you doing? Do you do all the characters?
I'm auditioning for isn't in this scene.
Do all the characters. Like do one.
That's
where
what
you're
I should do. It should
seriously
just be one shot. No turning my head. Nothing. Just one shot. Head on of me reading every line back and forth in the same voice.
Would you change? See, well, that okay,
fine. I'll be the stereotype that the characters are, but it's not gonna look good.
Or you know what you should do? Be like a completely opposite generic stereotype. Be like frat boy 1 for one of them, and be like I don't know, surfer dude for the other. Just be really generic. Like, like stoner, you could do like that. You're really good at that.
I could be a dandy.
Is that what a dandy is? What like you're doing?
Dandy? Dude, I got I'm twirling the mustache. So I'm a fucking milady. I'm a fucking dandy. You know, dandies are still a thing. I
didn't know that. That was a thing.
Yeah. There's a bunch of fucking Yankee Doodle dandies out there.
Well, they have something, or what? So a dandy, the old-fashioned is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, wears like the small little suits and the bowler hats and like somebody who's like out of a fucking time machine.
They do that at Disneyland. They have a I don't know if it's one day a year or how often they do it, but and I forgot what they call it. I don't even remember. But a lot of people show up in these bowler hats and these fancy dresses and fancy suits, and I'm like.
Do they call it the Dorkathon?
No, it's not that. It's not the Dorkathon.
I feel like it's probably called the Dorkathon.
I almost want to look it up. Should I look it up or do we care? That's my question.
I don't care.
I don't care either. I don't want to have to look it up because I'm way too high for that. I'm a little
curious, but let's not do that.
We'll look it up later.
It's probably dandies, though.
It's the dandy Yankee Doodle dandy.
Yankee Doodle dandies, dude.
The Dandy Warhols, they're a good band. Okay. Yeah, I have no freaking clue. Dandy. What? I kind of like the word though. Dandy.
It's like the word describes what it is perfectly.
Yeah.
The word dandy, you're like, yeah, that word sounds like that's what that is.
It's a good word. What other words do that? Like what words stick out? Fart. Oh shit! Yeah. Did you realize when you fart, you usually make a poop?
Well, it's like when you fart, there's like shit specks that come out of your, like microscopic shit flakes that shoot out of your ass.
Oh gosh, that's gross.
Yeah. So
I'm so glad I started this conversation.
Things you're like leaving shit fragments on it.
Yeah. So don't do that. I guess try to not do that. I farted on my cat.
Unless that's what you're into. We don't kink shame here.
I farted on my cat and he was upset. Yeah, we don't kink shame. Is that what you're into? No, I don't shit on my cat. I would never shit on my cat. My cats are fucking awesome.
From a scientific standpoint, you shit on your cat.
Yeah, no, but I was wearing...
Science is spoken.
I didn't pull my pants down.
I can't believe Jimmy doesn't believe in science.
I know, right?
Believe it? This is a something Stoney
I don't believe in
Jimmy
that.
Doesn't believe in science.
I believe in my faith.
Oh,
in my
God.
water.
What is it? Scientology?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No,
man,
I'm
I get
not.
it.
Me no big on that kind of stuff. I mean, look, it's such a weird thing because like I know people that have been in Scientology. I know people that have been in other things that I don't really get. I don't get a religion in general. I just don't get it. But my thing is if it makes you happy and it doesn't make you a dick, cool. Awesome. That's really great. I think that's a wonderful thing. If it makes you like, and we've talked about this. We talked way too much about this the other day, I think, but it's like I don't know. I just fucking be nice. Like don't don't go on Twitter, have yourself like your little profile thing saying I'm a Christian and be going and calling people assholes and saying they're gonna fucking die a horrible death because of whatever. Let's tone that down. If you're saying you're a Christian, maybe we should act like it. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they like the hell and hellfire brimstone type of Christianity. Guess that's their thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Speaking of
I don't know
hellfire, what
either.
the fuck are you smoking?
That's, you know what? Honestly,
That's good.
that was a good segue. That was good. That was good.
I know.
You saw the opportunity and you shot your shot and you hit the target.
Once in a while, I do this. It's amazing.
Look,
I cherish it.
great. And I would know because I fucking never miss, dude.
Yeah, that's what we tell you.
Never
That's
miss.
absolutely
Fucking
what we
never
tell
miss,
you.
dude.
Never. No, you never miss, Justin. You never miss. You're always so good, right, guys? Totally.
Never miss.
Never miss.
You know, in high school they called me Bullseye.
I don't even know if I want to know why. I think that's probably something gross. Why do they call you Bullseye? Now I need to know.
Never miss, dude. Never miss.
No, you miss
Never
all
miss.
the time.
Never miss.
I've seen you miss.
When? Actually, fuck. You know what? Look,
I've seen you miss.
to protect the identities of those involved, we're not going to talk about it. But
No.
dude, 99% of the time, I never miss.
I would say like 90. Let's be a little more realistic. 90.
Yeah, it's like, come on, can you give me like 91? Just for myself.
You know what? Because I love you, because I care, I'll give you 93.
Oh my god, dude. I'll take that.
93.
That.
93.
That other 7%, that's just life, dude. That's just what life is.
Life, motherfucker. It's fucking life.
Dude, speaking of life.
Yeah.
What I've been smoking is I got this pack of pre-rolls. I always take the recommendations of my bud tender, as they're called.
Bud tender. I love that. That's cute.
And because usually I'll say, oh, I want a hybrid, I want an indica, and they'll be like, here's some good ones. I've really been enjoying this. Like, they always throw out some good recommendations. So I trust it. And this guy, dude, he also never misses. He misses more than I do, but he also never misses.
That's pretty amazing.
So this is called Nug, right?
Nug?
Fuck. Nug.
Fuck Nug?
No, just Nug.
Just Nug. It's pretty cool.
So, because there's Nug weed in here.
What the fuck is Nug weed?
Because it means that it's higher quality. Because it's from the Nug. They broke it off the Nug. All right.
What's a Nug? I'm so confused.
When you buy an eighth, and you get like the little, that's a Nug.
I really need to know more about weed, the subject we talk about.
Dude, come on over. I'll teach you all about it.
Dude, we should. Fuck, that's a live show we need to do. We need to like get some. We can like do it like we could do like a lab show. You could show me shit. Good. I'm down for that. It'd be amazing.
I could wear my Rick and Morty costume. My Rick costume specifically.
Could I dress up like Morty?
You can. That'd be funny.
Okay, we should do that one time then. Go ahead. Tell me more. Tell me more about Nug.
So it's like it's the best quality that you can get off of the entire plant, right? Is the Nug. So basically, it's their way of telling you that this is like high quality. Like it's like Good shit, right?
Mm.
This strain, it's a hybrid. It's called Melon Soda.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
down for that.
it's very
I
good.
like it.
It's a very good high.
Mm. What kind of high is it? Like, how does it? How does that? Does it make you feel any differently from, say, the houseplant?
Man, Houseplant is good.
Mm. I
Houseplant
really
is a
want to try
enjoyable
it.
experience all the way around. I need to buy more of that.
Yeah, you do.
Dude, after tomorrow, I will have done like this. Like, dude, I've been fucking grinding on these Uber Eats deliveries because I'm getting that extra
Oh,
fucking
I thought you
money,
meant
dude.
Grinder. I know you're on Grinder too. So if you want to find them on there,
Well, hang on, but so yeah, dude. But after tomorrow, I will have done it. I will have done it. I
what
will
will
have
you?
completed the objective. But anyway, the point is,
Oh
I have
yeah,
extra
yeah.
money, and
Oh
I should
cool.
get some more houseplant. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Dude,
you're
your boy's
almost
been out
there
here grinding. All right,
on
doing these
Grinder.
12, 13-hour fucking anyway days. Um,
Oh wait,
but
so you don't use Grinder? You're not on Grinder.
no, who has the time?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Dude, if there
Oh
was a
mother.
grinder for like straight people, the world would explode. Also, the world would be a lot happier.
Well, I mean, isn't Tinder
People are.
basically the same thing
No,
though?
it's really
Like,
not though. It's
oh,
really
okay.
not. Some people use it for that, but it's like the thing about the beauty of Grinder is that it's straightforward. Tinder is like
Mhm.
it's like suggestive, and you gotta have to. There has to be some. Grinder is straightforward. It's like this is what this app is for, and this is what we're all here for.
I think
So
that's
like,
what. Yeah, I think that's what I kind of respect about the LGBT community is it's like
yeah,
they just
they're
they
very
know
straightforward.
there's a very there's they don't I guess in a way they don't they sometimes they treat sex as like it's just sex, it's just, and I'm sure loves
Yeah,
obviously a lot of straight people do that too, but I
yeah.
feel like that, yeah, I think you're right. I do, I hear that more like yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. I've never used an app, so I've never had the fun with, you know, I haven't had to hook up with anything on that one. So, but you know, oh, I also, you know, I heard Hinge was good. I heard that's a good one if you want to find relationships. Is that true?
I would have no idea.
Why am I asking you this? I don't. You just use, yeah. Have
I don't use anything.
Yeah, you don't
I
use
use
them.
anything.
I don't.
No, I don't. No.
It's no fun.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I'm so everything's
I did
an app.
long ago, but then I'm like, nah, I don't like this.
You wait, you did like I think we
I did.
talked a little bit about this kind of. I mean,
Like more in my early 20s, I was like trying to be serious.
what was the best experience you had?
Nothing really was significant on it. Nothing was like,
Really?
oh my god, like
Most
of it was pretty. Most of it was just really flat, and you're like, man, this fucking sucks.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
Some people are good at it. Some people have no problem with it. But to me, I feel like there's such a disconnect, just right off the bat, that it's hard to know where to go. Because to me, it's like if we can meet up, then it's fine. Then I'm not worried. I'm not worried about how I come across or anything. Like I'm pretty confident in that regard. But a total stranger just messaging, and it's like, okay, you don't really know where your limits are, and because it's just like a text, and because you have to wait for messages, it's I don't know, it's clunky. I found it to be clunky. So it's like if we can meet up somewhere, fine. But even then, it's like that can be tricky because you also have a lot of people on there that just kind of don't take it seriously. So it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I guess it's in a weird way. It's like I kind of appreciate what I had more because, you know, we actually had to meet people in person. We didn't have that luxury of, you know, like a lot of times you met them through work. How I met mine. It's
dude. That's the thing though. As an adult, how else are you supposed to meet people? You know, like
unless you go to a party or some shit like that. But
there's
it's
always
like
people I work with. Yeah, and sometimes you do meet people randomly, and that's really exciting because you're like, okay, nobody knows this person. That's the best. But yeah, it's just been people that you work with.
Well, you know what's funny? I'll give you a I'll do a little shout out. So I did a couple of interviews for We Live Entertainment this week. I interviewed Jim Cummings and my God, I want to get his name right. I think it's BJ something. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to look it up while we do this. So I interviewed them for this movie. It's called The Beta Test. It's basically about this guy.
I feel like I've made that joke before.
Probably. Okay, PJ McCabe.
I made the same joke. Sorry, I'm getting deja vu.
I said I may have made. I was because I'm about to see it. I knew I was going to do the interviews, so I may have said it. But it was like interesting movie. I actually finally watched it, and it was like the idea. It's a Hollywood agent who gets a. Maybe I did talk about this. Where he gets an envelope in a PO box, and it says, "Hey, would you like to meet for one sexual encounter, no strings attached, completely anonymous?" And it's kind of a thriller in the sense that it goes through the yes, he does it, obviously, because you wouldn't have a movie if he didn't. And then there's the paranoia that comes after it because he's getting married in a couple weeks and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you have talked about this.
Yeah, it was an interesting movie. Yeah, you did make the joke. And it was a fun interview because it got, we were talking about like a lot of these, back in the day, man, they had, throughout the years, throughout the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, there was a lot of sex movies that weren't jokes, that weren't sex comedies. You had, Body Heat. You had Looking for Mr. Goodbar in the 70s, which is a really fucked up movie. Oh, my God. Oh,
is that what the candy's named after?
No, God. No, so, okay. Can I spoil
that shit's so good.
Can I fucking spoil a movie for you? You guys can? Okay, because it's from the 70s, right? So, Looking for Mr. Goodbar, Diane Keaton's a teacher. She's a fucking teacher who just wants to meet somebody, fuck around, blah, blah, blah. So the whole movie she spends, and she ends up meeting this one guy who's Richard Gere's in it. And she meets a guy who's a crazy dude. A crazy dude. At the end of the movie, he kills her. Leaves her for dead. It's like, it's so yeah, that's spoilerific. Sorry. But it's a fantastic film. Because it
sounds great. Honestly, the way you were telling it, that was a ride. And it
was a ride. It
was good. I feel like I already watched. Now I don't need to watch the movie. You want to save?
You would never watch. You won't watch a movie from the 70s. Come on.
What?
You wouldn't watch the movie.
So many movies from the 70s.
What? Name one movie. Name one. Well, besides Halloween.
Okay, the
70s. Okay, name 5 movies from the 70s.
You know what, dude? I'm not doing this shit. All right, why don't you chill out? All right,
motherfucker.
You getting so disrespectful right now.
I'm gonna disrespect you, bitch.
2 days before my birthday.
Oh my God, we should have a birthday show for you.
It's not my birthday. No one fucking say anything.
Seriously, it's not your birthday? I mean, dude, I can find out.
Stop
I'm gonna. Oh yeah. We had your birthday. God damn it! You're trying to get 2 birthdays.
Did we do anything? Did we do like a special
we
show?
Talked? Yeah, I think we. I think so. I think we did. I think I sang to you. I think I sang, "Happy birthday, happy birthday to you."
What the fuck did I even do?
I don't know.
I don't even know what I did.
Because it was a weird fucking time. No one did anything.
I went to work. I remember.
Oh
now.
Yeah. Went to work. Yeah, that was exciting.
Because that's what you should do.
Is it on your birthday? Do you think it should be a holiday? Like if you have a birthday, do you think you should get that day off from your work, no matter where you work?
No.
Why not?
Because it's like, I don't know. There's a certain type of person that makes a really big deal about their birthday once they get to be a certain age. And those people shouldn't be encouraged. You know, you see them out. It's these same motherfuckers that I live next to that are fucking, it's like they're turning some insignificant age. Like, oh, I turned 34 or 29 today. Like, then go to fucking work, dude. Like, instead of disturbing me and shit, get the fuck out of here, disturbing the whole neighborhood. Who am I kidding? But that's what I mean. It's like,
yeah,
I think if you want it off, if you want, and look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't enjoy your birthday because my only wish on my birthday any year is I just want to have a good day.
Yeah,
and obviously
me too.
it's easier to do that if you don't have to go to work, especially a job where you have to deal with people.
Yeah.
So, but at the time, especially last year, because I was just home all the time,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, at least if I go to work, I can like talk to people and maybe have someone say, "Hey, happy birthday," and like have a
That
few
makes
laughs
sense.
with people, and all of those things happened, and it was great. But I don't think I mean, obviously, I didn't do anything, and that I think that was
Yeah.
before I was getting out and doing things, going places. So,
Well, yeah, because it was still. I think it was still kind of not really. We're still kind of like not there yet. I mean, we're still not there yet.
vaccines weren't out yet either.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's. I think that's that's the thing. It's like I don't celebrate my birthday. I don't really care. Like it doesn't. It's you know what I spend my time doing on my birthday. I get all those goddamn Facebook messages, and I'm so. I think it's so cool that someone actually takes the fucking time to say, "Hey, happy birthday." I think that's really nice.
It is awesome.
So
Yeah, it's the
I
best.
spend the whole time going, okay, I gotta, and I try to respond to every single one. I try to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I spend all day saying thank you on Facebook. That's
You
what
just
I
have
do
too many
on my birthday.
friends.
I'm very popular.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the trick.
very,
You just gotta burn some more bridges, and then you
very,
have an easier day.
very, 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 very popular.
I mean, all right,
Very,
chill out.
very, 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 very,
No, man, no.
very. No, I don't know. I like I that's the one thing I still like Facebook for is the birthdays. So it's like, oh, cool. I can remind. And even then, I fucking forget about it because I don't. I'm
It is
never
funny
on it.
though, like because I feel like most people that I know that would actually wish me a happy birthday, they have my phone number, so I'll get a text, which is kind of better because it's a more personalized than on Facebook. I think, even though it doesn't really make a difference, but it kind of does.
It's nice to get it. It's nice to. It's of course it's nice to have someone say it. It's of course it's nice to you know.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I just don't really think about it that much. I mean, I just I don't know. I the only the one birthday I give I care like if it's a family member or whatever. Like my sister's birthday, happy birthday Judy, is Sunday. But the one I actually do something about besides just maybe give a gift or something is my kid. You know, that's the one I care about. So and that's but that's it's not even that it's a birthday. It's like it's a day that changed my life completely.
That is a very good point.
That's
a very good point. Yeah, that's interesting.
And I'll never,
Yeah. And look, it's like, there's nothing wrong with having a good time. If you want the day off, that's fine. But I think that for some people, it just fuels their selfishness, I feel like. And people treat it as an excuse to justify their selfish behavior and impulses.
I just had this picture of like somebody like posting like because I've seen people do shit like this like and hey, God love them, enjoy, have fun, but like they post a picture of themselves and go, "It's my birthday today.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
Wishing happy birthday."
There's a girl that I know that's my age. She might be a year or two older, but she's my age. And every year, she goes out with her friends and has a big thing, which is fine, but she wears like a fucking sparkly dress and a fucking tiara. And acts like a princess all night. And you're like, yo,
maybe
go to work.
For your next birthday, and listen to me. Let hold off on this before you make judgment. Let's go and do, because I used to, if karaoke's open, let's go karaoke. We'll get a group of people. I know I have karaoke people together. Elizabeth can come. You have to wear a tiara for your birthday.
Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. First of all, I gotta go to karaoke.
Yes.
Let's start with that.
No,
and I gotta put on a fucking tiara, dude.
Yes, you have to.
You have a lot.
I know. It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna have so much fun. Yeah, I do the tiara. I'm willing to. That can be on the table for later. We can decide that later. But you definitely should do if shit's open and if stuff's going down, we should definitely karaoke. We'll get a group together. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I wonder if karaoke rooms are even open at this point.
I keep
You'd
wondering
think
that
they would be,
yeah.
but I don't know.
Well, there's stuff there's a few things that aren't quite back to normal. So I feel like that might be one of them, but I don't know. I don't go to bars enough to. We're both like coughing. I'm burping. You're coughing. That's like I'm trying. I'm so.
Mess. What a bunch of disgusting dirtbags.
So I'm feeling, dude. I'm still okay. I'm still okay. I honestly, because of my last reaction, I thought by now I'd be feeling kind of crappy and feeling like I am tired more than anything. I was freaked out last night. I could not fucking sleep for anything, and I haven't had that problem for ages. I ended up having to take a little more than usual to get me to sleep last night. It was not fun. I don't know. Do you ever have those moments where you just like suddenly the whole world kind of opens up and you're like, oh my fucking god, life is fucking weird. It was one of those nights.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I think so. My idea of that is when like you kind of get to overthinking and all of your problems and possible future problems kind of start rushing in your head at once, and then you're like, you kind of start freaking out and you get depressed. Is it like that?
Like, so like that.
I can tell you about that.
Yeah, no, 150. Well, there's no such thing as 150%. Yes, right on. Right on. Well, not really.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we could say it is, but this is why, again, this is a shit we would talk about before we started the show. We just fucking yes, that's exactly
We're always podcasting, yeah.
Yes, we're always podcasting. Before the show, we were podcasting. No, 100%. That was my night last night. And it doesn't mean you're miserable. It doesn't mean you're depressed. It doesn't.
No, you just have a moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll last longer than a moment, but it's a moment, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's a moment.
Do you think the weed helps or hurts the
100% helps? Well, here's the interesting thing though. I have been in a place where like a dark enough place where weed makes it worse, because the altering of the state of mind is like I'm too mentally and emotionally fragile to be able to like handle it. Is the best way I could probably be able to describe it. But at least where I am in life right now, if I start to have that moment, weed 100% helps. Dude, you start smoking, and then you calm down, and you just like, you feel good about yourself. And you start listening to some music, and then you're just like, then you start, all it is you just got to rebuild your self-confidence. It's not necessarily about like thinking about because if you can rebuild the self-confidence, then you're not afraid of these problems anymore. Yeah. So it's just, and you know, you get the right blend of weed and music, at least, you know, then yeah, you can get to feeling good about yourself for sure. You can start feeling like the shit.
Dude. Dude, I mean, it's literally right.
Dreams are going to come true after all.
Oh my gosh. Oh, no, I mean, look, when I go through that, I have a different life perspective than you. Obviously, I have a different family situation. All that's different. But, you know, I'm a little more jaded, maybe a little bit, but like, I don't know. What happens to me when I get it, that's exactly it. You'll sit there and suddenly like, you'll be like, oh shit. Oh my God. How are we going to ever, oh my God. And everything comes crashing down.
You're going to be here forever.
Yeah. And I had this incredible emotional reaction. And I think what you say is right, because I think the weed did help, because even though the weed kind of brought on the emotional impact a little bit, because your senses are open and you feel a little bit more free to feel, I guess, maybe, I don't know, that's maybe I'm just high. But you just feel open, and
you definitely feel free to feel.
Yeah. Free to feel. And it happens very rarely. That, you know, especially I'm always concerned about the future of just my family, everything. I think it's a very scary time, in a lot of ways, and I think if you're not a little bit freaked out with what's going on in the world, it's, I don't know. I envy you because I'm totally freaked out by it. But I'm also like a realist in the sense that, but it also doesn't help to continually be afraid of everything and continually be like, you. That doesn't fucking help. I mean, I've got real problems, dude. You know what happened? This fell off my chair. So I got to put this back on because I've been doing this whole show without my pillow. On. Oh, fuck. Should I do it right now?
I mean, you can. It's really easy.
Wow.
Oh my God. You didn't even have to clip it. You just had to fucking slide it, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Come
now
on,
I feel so much better.
Man, you're so disrespectful, man. That booster shot. Hey, don't get the booster shot. It makes you fucking disrespectful, dude.
Here's the thing, though. When I'm talking to you, it's easy to disrespect, yo. Motherfucker.
What are you talking about?
I have no fucking clue.
I can't that shit again.
I can't track you. I can't trash you, dude. I can't do it.
You can't track me either. Man.
I can't track you. Well, I've tried. I tried to track you. I tried to put the chip in, but it didn't.
Dude,
it didn't
I got the Johnson & Johnson, dude. I already got the fucking chip, dude.
So did I, baby. So did I. So, dude, I feel fucking great. That's what's weird. Like, honestly, I was thinking about today a lot, and I was thinking, well, this is a bad idea because what if, it goes bad and you actually have a serious, reaction and you're feeling sick. We have to cancel the show, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, you know what? Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing to just show, like, literally a few hours ago, I was getting the thing and it wasn't the best. It was a little crowded other than that, but it was clean. It was quick. If you make a reservation, so fucking easy. And I feel great. I legitimately feel great. I'm like, I'm in a good fucking mood.
I'm waiting until the end of the podcast where it fades to black and then there's just text on the screen that says Jimmy died right after this recording.
I know. Oh my God. That'd be so terrible.
Man.
It'd be like, or what we could do is like Blair Witch it. I could like stand in a corner somewhere, like film that and then just stop. The camera falls. I wanted to add a horror element because it's still Halloween to me. It always will be. It always will. It's always Halloween.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Halloween is definitely more exciting than Thanksgiving. Does anybody actually like care about Thanksgiving? Like, even if you participate, even if you like have a big family and you go to the functions or whatever, then how many of those people are even like, oh, fuck yeah, Thanksgiving's coming up? I
mean, I'm sure there's somebody.
There's those people, but I mean, is it any sort of significant amount, do you think?
Not really.
To me, it was just kind of like, okay.
To me, it was a day off. It was 2 days off. I was like, that's fucking awesome. I get 2 days off. That's it. That's all I ever cared about.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I'm excited about Thanksgiving. Why? I am what I hate. Because
are you going back
last year? No, I am for Christmas though, so that's exciting.
Okay.
Anyway, no, man. Last year, because I spent the holidays alone because of COVID, obviously, it was like, it can get like lonely and isolating, I think, especially around the holidays, because the holidays, especially in like the way it's advertised and everything, it's all about togetherness and being with someone. And you live by yourself. Living by yourself is the shit. But around that time, you can be like, oh, like, what the fuck was I talking about?
I have no fucking clue. I'm like just going on for the ride. You're talking about something that we were talking about.
No, I was talking about COVID and the holidays.
Yeah.
But either way, I also didn't get to see my mom either. I didn't get to go back home, so it was like extra. I was like literally like by myself. So I was like, well, that's fine. I was like, that's fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lean into the holidays. And I'm going to like really celebrate it and go all out. I fucking fully decorated my apartment. I got a full-size tree. You remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's nice. It's nice even if you by yourself. If it feels better to participate than to sort of be the odd man out, because especially if you're spending it alone and you're sour about it, it can be extra lonely. So it is better to kind of lean into it, I think. So I'm excited about this Thanksgiving because last year I didn't do like a traditional Thanksgiving feast. Just because I'm one person, I don't need I don't need all these different things. But I did make like a nice steak dinner and like a nice dessert. And so I want to do something. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do like a really intricate kind of recipe. I'm going to really throw it down in the kitchen as I'm known to do because I never fucking miss. And
well, 93% of the time.
And I'm gonna go get like a shaker and stuff for like cocktails, and I'm gonna make like a really fancy cocktail too.
You said cock twice.
I did, dude. Nice. But make a cocktail
3 times. That's really actually kind of cool. That's honestly like I you have such a. Can I tell you something crazy? Can I give you a weird compliment?
Sure.
You have like you're a very modern guy. You're hip to you don't come across as someone who's.
I am pretty hip, dude.
Yeah, you're aware of what pop culture, aside from maybe not watching any movies in the 70s, because the 70s are trippy, hippie trippy again, and they always will be. And you've never seen a 70s movie.
I've seen
ever.
So many.
You've seen maybe 2, like maybe 3, maybe 3. You've seen 3. That's it.
I've seen at least like 8.
No. Okay, you've seen 8 70s movies and you're an actor. Stop it. But you
no, man, see, I don't know. Here's the thing about that. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
I don't like this notion that because you don't know, and it's not that I don't know the classics. Like, of course,
yeah,
I've seen
of course you
so
do.
many 70s movies, and like,
of course you
throughout
have.
time. So I've seen a lot of these classic movies that like actors fucking gush about and people in the film, this fucking like The Sound of Music and all this stuff. And I've seen all these things, and I do like a lot of them. Some of them are like, all right, but even then, I don't like this idea that you have to be really into it in order to be like a purist or like a real actor or like
that's fair.
Because there's so many actor types that I know that are super into it, and I'm just not. And it's like, but what does that make me less legitimate than them?
No, it's just
no,
a different.
Of course not.
Yeah, of course.
What? Just because my favorite movie's Terminator 2? It's a fucking solid movie.
It's simply a case of look. And I used to be an actor, and I still do occasionally. It's simply what works for you, and what there you hear. Like I talk to a lot of actors, and sometimes you'll be like, "Oh, how'd you prepare for the role?" They'll be like, "I read the script. That's it." Then the other times you'll be like, "Well, I bought this autobiography. I spent time at a school. I did this, blah blah blah." It's what works for you. I don't believe that there's one right way to act. There is not.
This might be a dumb question. What was the Dustin Hoffman movie where he was the track runner?
Marathon Man. Yeah, the Marathon Man? Yeah.
Marathon Man?
No. Yeah. I don't know.
Marathon Man?
I think so.
Anyway,
probably.
So he trained,
now I'm going to check.
He trained like an Olympic track athlete.
Oh, did he?
And he would like kill himself.
Well, he was
Dustin Hoffman did. And I think it was and
Laurence Olivier.
And like I like this thing because it might have been the director or maybe just like a PA or something, or maybe another actor on it.
No, it was Laurence Olivier that said this. I know where you're going. Go on.
Yeah. Where he was training all these, like getting up really early and training hard, and he's like, "Have you tried acting?"
No, yeah. Well, he's just try acting. So.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean. It's like.
But again, that comes to the maybe that works better for him. Yeah. Maybe that for Dustin Hoffman to get to that place, he needs to do that. You look at an actor like Tom Cruise, who is, just whatever you think about his Scientology or him being kind of a couch jumper or whatever. he's very knowledgeable. He's very aware, and even at the start of his career, when he was doing fucking Days of Thunder, he's like, "Well, I'm going to race cars too."
Man, yeah, that's say
How
what you
cool would
will.
that be? By the way, that's fucking
I got a
rad.
lot of fucking respect for Tom Cruise.
I
He's
like him a
probably
lot.
so weird, but
Yeah,
man, like I've heard like interviews with stunt people, with stunt performers, where they ask like, what actor do you think could be like a hybrid, like could also do stunt performing, and they all say Tom Cruise. Like
yeah.
he doesn't do it for like an ego thing. I mean, he might, but he's good at it though.
No, I don't think it is an ego thing. Well, so I interviewed Simon Pegg for one of the, and we ended up talking about Mission Impossible. And Simon was like, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, so Tom is doing that, eh? Well, hopefully he won't die. I mean, it was like, really? You're doing that? But the guy is a consummate professional, and he does. Did I say that right? I don't even know. I
I
can't
think
pronounce it.
so.
Sounds good to me. I kind of get. There's a lot of things I like about him, and I've been a fan of his for a long time. But I don't like everything he does. I'm not huge into all of his later career, but there. Yeah, I mean, I give him a lot of props for still being one of the few names that can sell a movie, even if it's generally just Mission Impossible movies. He can still sell Mission Impossible movies.
I enjoy those though.
They're fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more of a because when I think action too, though, and I know he's not. I think he's a little more common sense as Keanu Reeves. I really really respect that guy where he's gone, and we've talked about him a lot on the show just because he's fucking awesome. But yeah, I don't know. And Tom Cruise, I think I told you my Chris Bumbray, who's the editor in chief over at Joe Blow, he did the red carpet for, and he's a huge Tom Cruise fan. He's a huge fan, and he did the red carpet for I think Jack Reacher, one of the Jack Reachers, and he was so shocked because Tom stopped by every single fan to say hi, every single one, and he stopped to talk to every journalist in line. That does not happen. If you're in a press line, you're lucky if you get Dean Cain. If you're a smaller site, you're lucky if you get that. You're lucky. But he was like,
Yo,
and
get
that's
fucked, Dean Cain.
hey, he was. We were in a movie together, so.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's so weird to me. Oh, it's so weird. But it's one of those things where I'm just like, we really forget that these people are just human beings, and they're all kind of probably a little weird and a little bit funky, but they're just human beings. They're just most people are weird in some level. Like no kidding, they really are. We're a weird bunch. We go through, so I don't know.
Out there.
Well, yeah, especially. I mean, I don't know. It's like been. I'm so, dude. I'm back in the Karen thing, man. I've been watching these videos, and they're
I can't watch those videos.
Oh my, well,
it's too close to home.
Yeah, I saw one like. I'm seeing a different kind of Karen, and I don't know if this is like Resident Evil. Maybe there's a different strain or something that the was released from Raccoon City, but
all right, that was a rough analogy, but I respect the attempt.
I really wanted to make it work, but I think it kind of worked.
You're playing to things that I like, and that's exciting, dude. How garbage is that new one going to be? But I'm going to fucking watch it. It's going to be so bad. But you know what, though? Here's what I like about it. There's a lot of very blatant, like off-puttingly blatant, but respectable fan service. Like, even shot for shot. Like, it's like, I got to tell you, though, the biggest crime, they did Leon so fucking dirty. So there's a character in there by the name of Leon S. Kennedy. He's one of the main characters in the games, and he's a very beloved character. He's my favorite. And what do you do? They cast a dude who looks absolutely nothing like him. Nothing.
Oh my gosh. That's just sinful.
And it's like, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm a big fan. I'm a big Resident Evil fan, and it's like, look, man, I like that character so much that I want it represented well, and it is not. He is not represented at even well at all.
What does he look like? You?
No, dude, I would be a way, way better fit to play Leon. Wow. That would be a dream role, actually.
You would be my favorite
Evil
Leon.
Movie that's good. Yeah, I'd be my favorite Leon too, because they haven't been able to cast him correctly since, and this is the worst one somehow. And no, I'd love to fucking dude. He's way closer to what I look like.
Wow. You know what's funny though? I actually like the Mila Jovovich movies. I like them. They're not all good, but they're fun.
They're all actually very bad. But the thing is that
they're fun.
They're kind of a fun bad.
Hmm?
Because look, after like the third one, you're like, oh, they're not even going to try to go for the games. They're not even going to try to. The main character's not even in it. Like Alice isn't in the games at all. They just fucked up everything. And I think when the third one was coming out, Paul Anderson was like, yeah, I'm not trying to make it like the games. And it's like, then why are you calling it Resident Evil? It's like you're just flat out admitting that you're using the name to get ticket sales, but you're just gonna do your own fucking garbage ass thing.
Well,
but once you got past that, right? They made so many that eventually you're like, all right, these are gonna be trash, but they're kind of fun sometimes.
They're good trash. It's good trash.
It's good trash. And
some of them they're honestly they're easy to watch. They're 90 minutes.
They really are.
And Mila Jovovich is awesome. She's awesome in these movies.
Dude, I love her. She's great. Amazing. She's such a good, like, she does like the badass female character so fucking well. I love seeing it. But I mean, I just wish it could be in a good movie. I mean, it has been before, but
she's made. I mean, a couple of those I really did like. Yeah, Fifth Element. But I did like it. I enjoyed those movies. I think they were bad on a level that I actually gave a couple of pretty good review just because they knew what they were doing, and they didn't. There were no, like, they weren't trying to pretend they weren't anything else. It was just fun, and I told you my Mila story, right? You know, we got invited to.
I think so.
Yeah, she invited me and my son to 2 of the premieres for those movies.
Damn.
Yeah, and she was so. I gotta say,
I'm just teeming with jealous rage right now.
I'm not. I don't usually tell too much about the family just because I like to keep this, on just getting high and stuff. But I did take my son, and we went to it was for the last one, I believe, the final chapter. And we're kind of walking around. We didn't see her, so we're like, well, that's fine. As we're walking out, she comes in, she stops everything, comes and gives me this big hug, gives my kid a big hug. He's just, she literally took the time to say, because she's with her team, right? She's got her team with her. She goes, hey, let's go to a place where we can just hang and chill. And so she took me and my kid. This was part of the restaurant. We're just having conversations. Xander was loving her. It was just one of those, like...
And it's just you guys?
It was just us, just the 3 of us.
Wow.
Yeah. She's really cool. She's one of those people that she's just really who she is. She's cool. Really a genuinely nice. She's better than The Rock.
What?
Yeah, but
she's got that. Gonna vote for The Rock for president?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Dude, he has my vote already.
Stop it.
I'm going to write in.
The Rock? Are you going to just write in The Rock?
The Rock, yeah.
We don't need it. We don't need a celebrity president.
We need some real change.
No, we don't. But we don't need a celebrity president. We don't need that. We don't need that,
dude. He's gonna give the terrorists the people's elbow.
What if Michael Myers?
We're gonna be enjoying some peacetime.
What if Michael Myers? What if he was
coming back from that people's elbow?
I don't know. I don't get what that means. But what's the people's elbow? Oh, I don't know. I don't know his moves.
Dude, don't act like you don't know The Rock, dude.
I know him through his movies. I've interviewed him, but I don't know his wrestling stuff. Dude. Although I like the movie Fighting with My Family
when he's
about
like,
where he played himself. That was a great fucking movie, by the way. And he was good in that movie. He was really good in that movie.
Did you know that her wrestling career got ruined when she started doing porn?
Really? I did not know that. Oh, shit. Why? I mean, is it really that far off from porn?
I mean, they're pretty intense videos, but like, yeah, people were just like, well,
did she hurt anybody? I mean, or is it just
like kids? It's meant for kids. It's not all kids. It should be more kids, but it's meant for kids. And I don't know, man. There's just something. And look, I know so many people about it like this, but like, I don't know. I can't imagine being over the age of 11 and being like, y'all see SmackDown last night?
Yeah, I think I just never got into it. It was always like, it was one of those things I don't really know anything about it at all. I've met a lot of them.
I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, you are. Disrespect.
That's what I do. Never miss.
Well, 93% of the time.
93. That's true. But hey,
I think it's actually we wouldn't. It's 92 now. Sorry,
I'd take those odds for why.
It's 92. That you missed a little bit. That's
when?
Yeah, it was a little.
When, dude?
It's just a couple of minutes ago. It was fine. It was
people's elbow.
91.
Come on, man. Don't have to. When I was a kid, I was into wrestling, and he was one of my favorites.
Did you actually wrestle in your backyard? Did you do that shit? Why not?
I kind of with my older brother, but it was just him like hurting me.
That's hilarious.
If that counts.
I guess so. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Who was your favorite wrestler? So The Rock? Was it always The Rock?
No. Before, when I was a lot younger, it was Sting. Back in the NWO
from the Police.
Days. No,
the singer from the Police.
No, I'm not talking.
Don't stand so close to me, and then he like starts beating him up. Is that what happened?
No.
That'd be so cool.
What happens at all?
That would be cool. Now I want to watch Sting wrestling videos.
You should. He was cool, dude. He had the face paint and like the long hair. And then he like came back when he was like old and bald and fat, and we're like, all right, dude, we can like, because I think there had been other people who had like played Sting, but this is the original Sting, and it's like, I mean, do we need original Sting? It is cool though. It is cool.
Okay,
but then like, dude, as soon as The Rock started getting really popular, then he was my favorite for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've met a few wrestlers. I interviewed Stone Cold Steve Austin once.
Oh man, I bet he's the best.
He was really cool. He was a nice guy.
Did you know he was on Twitter like shitting on a bunch of Trump supporters? Like he's like not who you think he is.
Oh, I know. No, he's dude. He when I was he did a movie. It was him in the Condemned, right? That movie.
Yes.
So I interviewed him.
I hate that I know that, but I was like, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, no, it's a good. It wasn't a bad movie for what it was. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. So I covered that for Joe Blow, and I went to, I think it was the LA Comic-Con or whatever. It wasn't the main one, but it was a smaller one. And we were walking around. I got to walk around and hang with him a little bit to do the interview, and we're walking through these crowds, and I've never seen fans react like they did with him, and the way he reacted to them was cool. It was cool to be a part of that, to see that from like kind of the bird's eye view. You're like, oh, wow, people are just like, oh. Like when he would walk by, it was so fucking cool. And I kind of became a fan of his just from seeing that he was a nice guy. He's a cool dude.
Man, you know who I met the other day?
Who? A porn star?
So there's this almost. So I have. Yeah, there's a couple of them that I talk to that come in.
I know that.
That one of them complimented my shirt, and I was like, I'm gonna wear this shirt for the rest of my life. And but no, it was this guy. First of all, he's wearing like an all black suit. He's got like like 4 chains, all different sizes, that all have like the money sign on it. And he's like, he comes in, he has a lot of like, you know, a lot of pizzazz. He's got, you know, he's very like kind of chatting it up. And then, you know, he's kind of like an old, like an old pimp player type, you know, because he's like an older guy, probably like in his 60s maybe. And a lot of spunk. And he just keeps promoting his strip club. He's like, come down to Ron Don's Playpen, home of the $2 lap dance.
Wait,
And
is that
like,
his real?
Man,
that's
not
his real name?
I mean,
is it?
you'd have to double check the name, but it's like Ron Don or something.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, I was on Adult Swim, and I was like, okay, I wasn't like, hey, do I know you? He was like, yeah, I was on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, yeah. He's like, you ever watch Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule? And I'm like, I fucking love that show, because I do. It's the one. It's John C. Reilly.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. If you do, go on YouTube and just look up Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule. Okay. Hilarious. It's also on HBO Max because it's an Adult Swim show.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm like, I fucking love that show. And he's like, yeah, the episode with Ron Don, the strip club, I'm Ron Don. And I'm like, oh my god. and he's still just like, yeah, it's Ron Don's Playpen, home of the $2 lap. I'm like, all right, man, I'm not gonna go. You don't need to keep saying it. And he like was sharing all these drug stories. And he was like shared what it was like to, you know, work with John C. Reilly a little bit. But yeah, I was like, I fucking told my friend who, like, he loves the show too, and we always like quote it. And I was like, dude, you're never gonna guess who I met today. Fucking, you know, Ron Don? He came into the store. So yeah, that's the kind of high caliber shit. I mean, look, you know, you had a little one-on-one with Mila Jovovich, but Ron Don's Playpen, home of the $2 lap dance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of jealous.
LA area, you know.
I'm a little jealous. I want to. Well, maybe we should do something Stoney at Ron Don's Playpen.
That'd be hilarious, dude. Oh man, that'd be hilarious.
That actually, it would be funny to do something like that, like do it at like some bizarre location that just where you would almost like. One of those locations where you're like, why would you do that? Oh, but yeah, strippers and weed. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. That would be a lot of fun.
We'll do that.
So now you have a new friend, man.
Man.
And you're a big fan of his.
Look, Ron Don's Playpen, I think it's called. I don't know. Home with the $2 lap dance.
You know, I love that. I that's one thing I do like. Okay, I wanted to get my coffee today, and I was all getting my coffee and shit and talking to my barista. The one thing I like about this, the one I usually go to, it's like in a supermarket. It's kind of easy to go to. I kind of like the people that fucking go there. Like, I feel like we get there's a really interesting mix of people that if you go a lot, you see them a lot. And I've made like this group of friends that you're like, oh, hey, I don't know half their names. I'm like, I know that person, but it's like, and I don't know why I was thinking of this, but I guess it's kind of a counterbalance to all the fucking Karens and all the negativity. I'm like, I've actually found, especially because of the pandemic shut everything down, I was still going to get coffee every so often, because grocery stores were open. So I feel like I made a few friends I wouldn't have made that maybe not, if the pandemic didn't happen, or if didn't, not saying it happened so I could make friends, but I felt there's some at least good in humanity about that. I don't know. I've been seeing that more often. I feel like
I have. I mean, I think that like I've been to a couple things that were almost, kind of not specifically, but sort of subtly about the reintroduction of togetherness. you know, as things kind of slowly come back. When I went to go see the Bo Burnham Inside,
yeah, the thing I haven't seen.
When I saw it in theaters, you know, I mean, the whole thing is about COVID and being locked in, you know, for lockdown and quarantine, and it's sort of like almost like this pseudo psychological study about just him going slowly insane and in like a depressive state because of this isolation. It's something that it's a shared experience. So it's like, it's automatically interesting. It's inherently interesting. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Because it's a shared experience. It's this rare case of a shared experience among the entire world, essentially.
Yeah, it's universal.
And we're all kind of like, everybody around you can relate, and it's about this thing, and we're together again. And a lot of the people, a lot of the people like to sing along and fucking dance and cheer in the fucking theater. I understand that it is kind of like about togetherness, but it doesn't need to be like a participatory thing.
Yeah.
It's still a fucking movie theater. Sit down and shut up.
Dude,
what can you do? People are still figuring it out. I guess
they are.
People
dude,
are still figuring it out.
When we saw Halloween Kills, we were both.
Oh man,
just like,
dude,
stop.
Just a fucking bunch of garbage people rolling it off Hollywood Boulevard, being like, let's just drop into this movie and ruin everyone's experience.
They talked the whole time, and they liked the movie. That's the thing. They weren't complaining. They weren't bitching. They were into the movie, but it was like, you know, you could do this watching it on Peacock at home. You could do this, and you wouldn't bug anyone who paid fucking money to see the film. You know, I find that just, and it's people are just trying to figure things out. Like I remember seeing, I think I went to see Mad Max Fury Road in like, because I saw that like so many times in the theater. I saw it 10 times in the theater because that may be my favorite movie. That's at least in the top 3. I remember the last time we saw it was in a dollar theater, one of those cheapy theaters. And there was a woman, and she had literally, she I guess it was kind of Karen before the Karens. She started screaming at somebody, and she started throwing things down. And I'm just like, oh my God, I guess you get what you pay for. You know, you pay $1 for a movie.
There are just some things that it is worth it to sort of pay the extra cost.
Yeah.
You know, there are some things that are worth the luxury of having.
Yeah, no, it's I found that with shoes.
You should treat yourself right. Okay,
treat yourself right. Yeah, dude, I bought a pair of fucking shoes. This is right on point, motherfucker. Right on fucking point. I got these shoes I got them from Walmart because I'm like, I don't want to spend money. I hate spending money on shoes. That's big mistake. See, I used to go to Payless. Payless actually had decent shoes.
Payless was all right.
They were.
I used to go to Shoe Department. Did you ever go to Shoe Department?
Yes, I did. Went there. So I go to Walmart to get these shoes because I don't want to spend money. They were cheap. I go on my first walk, and I was pretty fucking high. I was with my buddy, my friend Zach. We were walking along, and I'm like, I'm in pain. And I still have scars on my feet from those fucking shoes. There's these gashes in my, like just by my heel, and it was bleeding, and it was like just I don't. It's like did they use razor blades to make these work? And I went and ended up getting Adidas because I found a pair of Adidas, and that's what dude, I am not looking back. I love my fucking red Adidas.
I used to be an Adidas guy. Didn't we also have this conversation?
You probably did, dude. We're stoned.
Dude, I used to be an Adidas guy.
Yeah, we did.
Dude,
we did.
I literally said this before. Oh my God.
We did, but I did not tell about the walk. That new.
Is true. That is true. New. Yeah, man. I'm a fucking Vans guy these days. The slip-on
You are.
Vans.
We talked about this like a few days ago.
Vans are like nice, but you can dirty them up a little bit and it's still fine. It's still acceptable. You
Yeah,
know,
because we
it's
were
not
talking
like meant
about.
to be a clean shoe. And the slip-ons, dude.
Mhm.
Oh my god, dude, slip-on shoes are the way to fucking go.
Dude, my Adidas are slip-ons. They're fucking
There you go.
slip-ons. Yeah, fuck that.
There you go.
Fuck. I don't want to tie a goddamn shoe.
Too much work. Who has the time?
It's too much work. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that
Who
shit,
knows how to tie? It's 2021. Who knows how to tie a shoe?
dude. I still feel good. It's not. I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
you, when I
still don't
get
know how to tie a shoe.
and you still don't. You know how to tie a shoe though. You're not serious about that. Are you serious? You don't know how to tie a shoe? See, now I'm starting to believe you. Look at him. He's frozen. Or am I frozen?
Oh
What's
man, you
good?
fell for it. Yes.
Oh my
Yes, dude.
gosh.
Yes.
I was like,
Dude,
for a
fucking got
second
him.
there, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. But to be fair, I got the goddamn shot today.
Of
So
course I
shut
know how to tie a shoe. Come on, man.
I don't know. You may not.
I got you though.
Yeah, you kind of did. You kind of did. I'm so fucking high, dude. I'm telling you, like it seems to. I'm not a doctor. Please do not take this
I
as
am.
medical advice. Yeah, this is medical advice. I am a doctor. No, don't.
But I play one on TV.
I do think it. I hate. Oh, speaking of fucking TV, man. There's that commercial. I think it's like for one of those apps where you can pick and choose the channels you want. And there's a commercial. I'm like, that is so poorly timed. Where a woman falls or something, or a guy falls, and so says, "They're a doctor." And some ladies, "Well, I'm not a doctor, but I watch a lot of TV." Blah blah blah, and goes in to help. I'm like, really? We're gonna make a commercial out of that right now? Are you fucking kidding me? When everyone's saying, well, let's listen to Dr. Oz. Let's listen to these fucking quacks who are giving really shitty fucking advice. Really?
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil. Oh my God.
That
Dr.
bitch.
Phil. I met Dr. Drew once.
Yeah, how's that?
He was nice, but I'm just like, man, I was never a huge fan of his. Like,
I'm all right with him.
I think he gives a lot of really shitty advice. I really do.
But life advice or medical advice?
Both.
Right.
Both. I mean, he was also the one saying COVID was nothing. It was nothing, and nothing's going to happen from it. And it's one of those things. I'm just like, I also have a problem with. I mean, I don't want to get too serious, but like I found his show pretty fucking offensive. People with fucking addiction problems don't need to be featured on a fucking TV show. It's a bad idea. He made money off that shit. That's not. I look. I mean, it's just not. I know. I'm sure there's a lot of people, probably people watching. They're like, "Hey, fuck you. He's a great guy. I love him." Fine, you can be into him. Whatever you can. I used to listen to Loveline. Like I had heard a few of those episodes, and I don't know. Even back then, I was like, I wasn't really. There's things I was like, really? God, he's kind of weird about that. He was, I don't know. He just not a fan. Just not really a fan. He was a nice guy though. Here's the thing. I think that it's hard to, and I don't know if we can ever get to, is that it is okay to not agree with somebody in general.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's okay to not have the same opinion of every single thing. But the problem is, right now, a lot of us are there's so much division, and it's like it's not just. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's like your relationships with people don't have to be so like off or on or black and white. Like you can have some sort of a rapport or friendship with someone. It's just you figure out what distance is comfortable with each person. Like how far away do you need to be for me to still love you or have love for you or respect or what, you know what I mean? Like your relationship with everyone isn't going to be the same.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely.
So you can have somebody that you don't agree with politically, but you can still like hang out and talk. It's just maybe avoid that one subject.
Yeah, exactly. 93%. You're back up.
There you
Your
go.
backup.
And
Yeah.
obviously, your closest friends are going to be the ones that are more aligned with you. But like, that doesn't mean you
Well,
can't, fucking
obviously,
hang out.
you kind of connect to people who are similarly like minded. In general, I think what
Yeah,
I'm not talking about relationships. Obviously, I'm talking about just friendships. You, I have a lot of really close friendships, and they're all kind of have something in common. And I don't know exactly what it is, but they're usually very nice people, and I except for you. But they're usually really nice. No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
You
You're
like it when
awesome.
I push you around.
I like when you cush me around. That's why I like cush
Okay,
cadet.
that's all right. Yeah,
See,
I'll take that.
yeah. So yeah, I think and and to be fair, like, and I know, I guarantee you, someone's been on my Facebook who's a friend. I actually had a friend once say, "Yeah, I muted you on Twitter," and I'm like, "Okay, that's fair." Well, like, at least you're honest about it. And it wasn't. He was like, "Yeah, it was just like it was something that you going on." It was before pandemic. I think it was a movie thing or something like that. And they were just like, "Yeah, just kind of like it was just like I didn't want to hear the conversation." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I wasn't really offended by that. I kind of
Yeah,
respect people who can be honest about shit as long as you're not a dick about it. Like, I'm not saying you. Yeah, I muted you, you motherfucking idiot. You fucking stupid ass motherfucker.
yeah. Well,
That's
I mean, there's people like that all over social media. I mean, there's people that fucking on their Instagram stories, it's just nothing but shared articles about like these like progressive things or movements or rallies or something controversial.
and
Like
dude, a
it's
lot of those I follow, and
a lot
I
of
agree with all that.
some
But
of them are a
it's
lot of virtue signaling because it's like I don't know, man. When you start like voicing for every single cause or thing that comes up, it seems phony then because I feel
I think it
like
depends on the person. I
because
don't
it's
agree
like
with you fully, but
there's no way that you're that passionate about all of them. You know what I mean? There's not an
I,
equal amount.
I don't know. I don't know if I fully agree with you. I don't think you're wrong per se, but I just don't know if I think it's one of those things where we're talking about, what you accept or what you don't accept, and what works for you as a friendship, right? We're talking about that a little bit. I think it's
Yeah.
just I have a lot of friends who are in that camp, and I really have a lot of respect for them, and I've seen that they really are that passionate. They really are. They're amazing people. But I get when someone would be like you would be like, I don't know if I believe that. I think both are true in a way. It's like for you, yes, absolutely, that's the case. But for them, it is a real thing, and I think that's just. And I know it's a very. It's almost like really just like me. I don't want to insult anybody. That's not.
Hey,
It's not what
so
it is.
everybody knows I'm not racist. Like that's what that is.
Yeah, it's like it's just one of those things. I think people are different. I think are you for sure you are right about some people 100%. There
Yeah,
you
never
read there,
miss.
you're like, oh my god. But then I know a lot of people are real genuine people, and they like donate their time. They do all this stuff. You're just like, okay, you are fucking
You know,
awesome.
fucking donate these nuts.
D's nuts.
Never miss,
Push
dude. 93%.
93. Well, no, yeah, you're still 93. I was gonna drop you down to
Close.
92, but no, I think I'll.
No, dude.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
I've been
I
meaning
got
to
this
tell
recently.
you that. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen that one. I like that
Yeah.
shirt a lot,
It's nice.
actually.
It's nice. Shout out to
Yeah.
Spencer's.
Oh, that's a Spencer shirt.
Yeah, right. They had a whole collection. This is the only one they had that had my size.
Did you? So did you actually go into the Spencers? Which
I
one?
did.
Wow.
Oh, where was I? Oh, I was back. Yo, shout out to that voice crack.
Ugh.
Yeah. So I was at the one. I was at the one back home.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Do,
So
have
this
you?
shit flew back
Do
with
you?
me.
Do you go to Spencer's here? Do you go to like the
I don't even know
Smash
where
House?
the closest one is.
There's a Hot Topic
There is a Hot
near
Topic. I
you.
do enjoy
Yeah.
Hot Topic, kind of. I like the
I
shirts. They have good shirts.
They do. I used to really. I was a little envious because I'm a little older and I didn't have a store like Hot Topics. I didn't have
Yeah, I
that
mean, if
kind
you're
of
really
thing.
into like, kind of like, I don't know,
My
man. I feel like,
Chemical Romance.
right, like that
And
sort
I
of like
am actually I like that.
alt goth scene or like anime, then most of Hot Topic isn't for you if you're not into those things. But
Yeah.
they do have good t-shirts of like, rappers or good, metal bands or something, and that's my main draw. And sometimes they have some funny shirts.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've noticed recently because I've done so many concerts. Like I'm gonna have to get rid of some of my old shirts because I'm getting all these fucking new concert shirts.
Have you ever gotten anything? Have you ever shopped at Spencer's in the sex stuff area, the sex toy?
Well, yeah,
Stuff area?
100%. You have to look because that's hilarious. That shit's
Yeah,
hilarious,
no.
dude.
Have you ever like? I'm getting this. Have you ever like, or
No,
like
no, no.
been with someone, and
Mm-mm.
they're like, "We're getting this." At
I think
Spencer's.
maybe when I was
You're
first
just
married,
in the
I tried
fucking mall.
to. Yeah, I tried to. No, I don't think so. No, I would never like. No, I'm not against it. That's the thing. I'm like, I think it's cool. If you're into that, that's
They have all
awesome.
right stuff
Yeah. What now? Have you? You have
with
for
someone.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Not for
No, by
myself. That's
yourself. Yeah,
fucking sad.
by
I'm gonna go
yourself.
to
You have.
Spencer's and get something that makes me come. At
Dude,
fucking
that would
in the
be
mall. I'm gonna walk around I'm gonna go to fucking Wetzel's Pretzels or whatever the fuck with a bag full of something that's gonna make me come.
no. You should do. Fucking seriously, film yourself. This is for if
What?
you're
Doing what?
film yourself going into like Spencer's, getting like I'm gonna get this get something awful,
Oh man.
horrible. Buy
Bro
it.
beads or
When they
something.
say, "Would you like a bag with that?" No, I don't need a bag, and just carry that thing around. Go to Wetzel's Pretzels, put it on the counter so they can see what you bought. I think you should do that.
Oh man.
I think that would be
It's
so hilarious.
it's an all right prank, but man, that sounds awful
It
to
sounds
do.
really awful. That's why I want you to
Yeah.
do it.
Ugh.
Would you do that for me? No, I would.
What's the payment situation looking like?
I mean, I'll grace you with my presence.
I mean,
I'll film.
let's talk some real business here.
I mean, I could give you probably like.
I'm a professional, dude. I never miss. So it's like,
Oh,
what are we looking at? 93.
93%. So I would say 93 cents.
I don't know, man.
93.
I don't know.
I'll even go. To be fair, I'll throw in a dollar. Maybe I'll buy you a coffee.
That's not bad. That's better.
I would buy you a coffee if you did that. 100%.
I still get it for free most of the time.
I know
so
it's not. Yeah, that's not. Well, I'll buy.
Maybe on my
you,
day off.
I'll buy you lunch, like a cheap lunch. Don't
Dude,
get crazy.
I don't go out to lunch.
Yeah, good point. I'll stick with the coffee. I'll buy you a good coffee. Yeah, I would do that. I would do that if you did that. I think it'd be really funny.
Right.
So we keep making plans. One of these days, we're actually going to do one of the things we planned.
I mean, we saw Halloween Kills together, so I mean, we should do something. But like, we at least have done something recently.
That's true. That's true. That was fun, man. I enjoyed that. We got to do another one.
I'm going to another fucking show on Sunday.
Wait, which one? Which one?
So it's not a band. It's these YouTube guys.
Wait, are you good? Oh, you're not going to see Jonas Brothers too?
No.
You missed out, man.
Anyway. So there's this YouTube channel, Game Grumps. They're very, very popular, and I'm a huge fan of them. I've actually seen them. They do like a live show where they like go on tour and play games live. Like that's their whole thing. And they do.
Why
There's
Grumps?
actually because the idea is that
they're grumpy.
It's these two guys. They're best friends,
Mm-hmm.
and one guy who's the guy playing the games, he is always getting mad and like saying crazy, hilarious things, and the other guy is just there to kind of laugh at him and laugh at him, you know, messing up in the game, and also to make jokes, and they have like great conversations because it comes naturally to them because they are best friends, you know, actually. So it's just a lot of fun, and they play a lot of retro games too. So it's not just, they actually rarely play like new AAA titles. They mainly stick to things like Mario or Sonic.
Okay, I was gonna say like, yeah, like what, like how far back are we talking, like Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, or like actual?
They've played Donkey Kong, yeah.
That's pretty
Nintendo,
rad.
like Sega, like all of that. So they played like a lot of the old stuff.
Donkey Kong is fucking, that's banging, dude.
It is. It is.
Fucking great fucking game. That game is so underappreciated.
Dude, I keep going back and forth on getting a Switch because I miss Mario games.
You should.
I miss Mario games.
How much is the Switch?
Like fucking $300 or $400. I think it's $3 now.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, but I thought those would be cheap though, like because they're older games.
Well, but they're still very popular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play dumb because I really don't know what does a Switch do? I know nothing about.
It's just the latest. It's the latest Nintendo console.
Gotcha.
And you can it can be handheld or it can be played on your TV.
Oh,
they
that's
also
rad.
they also sell a cheaper version which is only handheld, but it can still play all the same games. And
yeah, but that's not the other one.
Like
I get why it's more that much.
The controllers are detachable from the screen, so you can use them separately.
Oh, that's cool.
There are 2-player games where you can just give the controller, one of the remotes, to another person, and you can play 2-player games like that. It's a good console, and it's honestly it's better than the Wii. The Wii was popular because it was for kids.
Yeah, I remember the Wii.
As far as like a good console for good games, I mean, we had good games too, but like a solid console, it's good. I mean, it has its flaws, and Nintendo isn't really the most fan-serving company.
Okay.
They kind of, you're just like, yo, man, do you care about business? But they don't have to worry about business because they're always going to do well. They have all of the properties that fucking sell well no matter what.
How many games do they have for this thing? Now
you got me. Really? Quite a few at this point. And it's Nintendo, so they have all the Mario games. They have all the Mario Karts, Mario Parties, which is always my favorite. They have Mario Odyssey, which is supposed to feel similar to Super Mario 64, and that was my fucking jam. So it's just, I miss Mario games because I haven't had a new Nintendo console since the fucking GameCube.
I'll be honest,
2003.
Dude, even I like Mario games. I think they're fun.
They're great. They're very universal, dude. I used to play Mario games with my grandma.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she would play Mario. Yeah, she would play she would set up a lawn chair next to the TV next to us, and just rip disgusting farts and play Mario Golf with us.
Wow.
Simpler times, much simpler times.
Wow, I like, I almost like when you said that, I had a moment of, I just got a Christmas Story on Voodoo or whatever music, and it reminded me of, I feel like that would be a moment in like a modern Christmas story. Like if they made a movie like that would be hilarious, having the grandma farting while you're playing Mario Kart.
Dude,
that's funny.
Which,
yeah.
I think it's the Regal, the one at the NoHo West Place. Hey, super local things. But they're going to be they're going to be re-showing National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation in theaters.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it's like a one-night only thing, but man, I would love to go to that.
Well, let me know what night. Maybe that'd be fun. I'd be down. Maybe. Yeah, as long as it's like it's weird because like I actually do want to bring you to another movie soon. We should do another movie. We had fun. We did have fun. That was a lot of fun. We should see a comedy.
Like what?
I don't know. Like
Fast 9.
Like, oh yeah, that was comedic. Oh my god. Oh yeah, you got to be with the fam too. What the hell, man? We've seen a few movies together at this point. Shit. Considering we've been in a pandemic and theaters weren't open for a big chunk of time during our friendship. So that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm down. that might be good. Actually, I'd be kind of down for that Christmas vacation. I haven't seen that.
That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Okay,
Yo, we
look
should get
into
high
it.
and go watch Christmas Vacation.
That would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. We could film that. We'd add that to the
Oh,
show.
that'd be cool.
Oh my god, yeah.
And we can sit with the camera and film the whole movie.
Yeah, right? Oh, because that's totally legal.
Well, oh my god! Remember when we were at the fucking Fast 9 screening, and I fucking watched a guy film the intro. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I saw that too. I'm like, dude, someone did that during a Disney press screening. I was like, are you for Eternals? I'm just like,
yeah, like what's the plan? If you leak it, they're gonna figure out it was you, and you just lost your job.
Yeah, there's so much lunacy. Like people, like you said, people just haven't figured out how to kind of rejoin society. I guess I honestly think that's true. That's why I think while we're having so many of these kind of weird people freaking out and markets, I just think there's something that we're kind of, I don't know. It's bizarre.
I think bizarre. A lot of us have been under a lot of pressure lately, and
that is, yeah. I think so too. Yeah. I don't know. We're get through this. I say this, and I do believe it, but I also, there's a part of me that's like, will we actually find a semblance of order in all this at some point down the road?
I don't know, man. This has been so like divisive.
Yeah,
and for such silly reasons, because I don't know. There's no reason to be divided on this. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it, but
yeah, I'm way too stoned, and I just, it's kind of depressing.
Part of me kind of likes the direction it's going, but I just know that's going to make things worse. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's a lot. I think eventually things will be okay, because there's a lot of people that, especially now that things are kind of back, nobody wants them to go away again. I think people are really going to lose their minds if something happens to them again.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I think it'll be fine, but I don't know, man.
I know.
We're honestly, dude, without Trump, we're so lost. You know what I mean?
Shut the fuck up. I'm way too fucking high for that shit.
Where are you, Donald?
Well, he's gonna, once JFK Jr. comes back, we'll figure that out.
Did you see that Biden delayed the release of the documents about JFK's assassination? Because they're supposed to get released to the public, not classified, declassified, if you will.
That's what she said.
I think like this year or next year, and Biden's like, nah, people ain't ready for the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
They're not smelling what the Rock is cooking. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment.
91, 90, maybe.
Man, 94. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I think we're going into like the maybe mid 80s at this point.
No, dude. You fucking jealous.
I mean, I wouldn't say jealous, but you know what? You know what, Justin, my friend Justin.
Dude, Dwayne Johnson 2024.
I still love you, even though you like you're weird as fuck. But I respect
Never
that.
miss.
93% of the time. I'll stick with that.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll stick with 93. I'm okay with that. But I'm almost at about 100%. I think I'm getting tired. But fair. I will say I feel good. I feel fine. I guess the tracking system is in place. Check it out. There we go.
Oh yeah, dude. That's the 5G.
Gotta take this. You know what though? Can I just say, I'm not going to post a picture of myself doing this on Facebook. I'm cool with people doing that. I just feel goofy doing that. So I'm not.
It's kind of virtue signaling a little bit. Hey guys.
A little bit. I mean, but there's nothing. But again, it's
harmless. It's harmless. But it's also kind of like, shut up.
And it's the same thing I have about anything. It's like, if it makes you happy and you're not hurting anybody, I'm okay.
You know what? I shouldn't say anything, because I did post like a thing on my Instagram story when I got vaccinated. I was like one of those people.
Yeah, you did. You did.
93%.
There's again nothing wrong with that. 93%.
Yeah.
93%. But yeah, I'm fading, my friend, and I'm glad. Weirdly enough, I'm actually glad we got to do this twice in 1 week, technically, because we had a late show.
Never
and
miss.
We never miss. We are high five, virtual high five, my friend. Well, guys, I think it's about that time. So, where can people find you, my friend?
Look, man. First of all, let's just give them the biz first. All right.
Please do.
Please like, rate, review, subscribe, leave a comment. Share it, all that good stuff. Say nice things.
Hopefully, yeah, please.
Yeah. Beyond that, for me personally, you can find me primarily on Instagram at JustinBus94. You can also find me on Twitter at Justin_Bus94. You can also follow my Twitch. Now, here's the thing about my Twitch. All right, I talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I talk a lot of shit. I really do.
Blah,
Here's
blah,
the
thing.
Blah,
this
whole month, look, man, hang on, never miss 93%. So I was like, I've been very preoccupied with
masturbation.
This whole with getting this extra shmoney this past month, right? That's kind of been the main. I've been setting everything else aside for this thing, but that'll come to an end tomorrow, so I can kind of pull my life back together after that. So I'm excited about that. And one of those things will be I've really been wanting to stream again. And the timing is right because on November 11th, the remastered Grand Theft Auto trilogy, not the original games, but the trilogy of the most popular ones, they're getting remastered, and they honestly look pretty good.
That's cool.
At the very least, I'm definitely going to be streaming those because that's my childhood. So be on the lookout for that. Jimmy, what about you?
Well, you can, of course, find me on the other show on this that's sounds scary on Cosm here. And, of course, Joe Blow, Arrow in the Head, We Live Entertainment. I had a fun interview with Jim Cummings and that guy that I talked about. Yeah, that was fun. And then, of course, above, you can see me on Jimmy to the O on Twitter, on Facebook. I think I'm James Oster. Instagram, Jimmy to the O. I'm on TikTok. I'm very, 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 very rarely on it. I tried to get you to do one, and I'm going to get you. We're going to do one together. We are. It's going to happen. I'm going to force you to do it. No. Yeah, you are. I mean, I'm not even going to tell you, man. We're just going to fucking do it.
I'll just be like, without my permission, that's illegal. You're going to jail.
Well, yeah, it'll be in public, so I won't. It'll be totally legal. It'll be totally legal. Yeah. No. We'll be TikTok stars, man.
My personal bubble.
You're a personal bubble. Anyway, yes, of course, and you can find me on Cameo and all that stuff. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight, Aliyah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week. Now I'm wondering.
Yeah, doesn't miss
at all. 93. Should we do what we did last week, or do we wait? Is the question. Do we give bonus material?
Man, I don't know. I think we're kind of past that.
I think we are, man. I'm like,
damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude, do you want to see what the red flags in a relationship are? 6 signs you shouldn't ignore.
Oh yeah, I want to hear this.
Insider.
Please tell me. This is the extra stuff that you get that we talk about when we're not on the air. So fuck it, yeah.
Frequent lying. All right, frequent lying.
Wait, what is this for?
Constantly, dude. This is 6 signs of a red flag in a relationship. These are 6 red flags in a relationship. Okay, frequent lying. Constantly catching your partner being dishonest isn't a good sign. Man, these articles suck. What's number 2? Constant put downs. A partner frequently criticizing you or putting you down, even if it's in a subtle, passive-aggressive way, can affect your self-esteem. This is a form of emotional abuse that can lead to feelings of anxiety and insecurity in the partnership. Some examples. Yes.
Okay. Bring on the examples.
You can be like, yo, if he's like, you're lucky I'm still with you because you'll never do better than me. That might be a red flag.
Well, that's more than a fucking red flag. That's an asshole douchebag thing to say. You
sound so ridiculous when you try to be funny.
Me?
Can you imagine the fucking savage? No, that's example number 2.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine the fucking savage you'd have to be to say something like that? Oh my God. Here's number 3, an unwillingness to compromise. If your partner isn't willing to compromise, even when it comes to the little things, you should proceed with caution. Because you see, if you're in a relationship with someone who seems to make everything one-sided, you may end up over-compromising and wind up feeling resentful, hurt, misunderstood, and unsatisfied.
Here's the thing. What is that from? Credit the author or whoever or whatever.
Insider. I don't fucking know.
Insider. Okay, well, we're almost ready. I do want to say one thing about this because we're almost about to end the show, but we do have a quick bonus. These kind of things, while rooted in truth, complete bullshit. That's all I need to say about that.
All of these you think these red flags are bullshit?
I think in a context like that, it cheapens it.
Well, yeah, I mean, these are all like corny.
Yeah, it's just I hate that shit. I hate. Those things.
They're real things, but it's like, all right.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's
run away from difficult decisions.
On that note, we're going to end the show. We'll talk about this next week. I want to talk about this more now.
Dude, if they're walking away from arguments without hearing you out.
Yeah,
or ignoring you for days at a time.
So, thanks for joining us tonight on Something.
Dude, number 5. Controlling behavior and excessive jealousy.
93%.
Yeah, we were just talking about this. If your partner is very jealous, this may lead to controlling behavior. They might feel jealous when you have a social life outside of your relationship. The partner may also suffocate you with excessive calls or texts trying to control what you do. Hey, man, don't be doing that. We're just talking about this.
Oh, my God, we were. That's who we were. It's still
healthy, open communication. Dude, communication is key. Dude, imagine like that's like your thing in your article. You're like, hey, communication is key. Oh,
yeah, you're writing an article about it.
Everywhere ever?
That's the thing. It's like, it's the most obvious shit, man. It's like, yeah, don't tell your partner that you think they're stupid. Oh, really?
You're fucking stupid. Oh my God, dude.
I'm just like,
that'd be intense.
Be respectful. That works.
So stupid, dude.
Hey, Justin, I'm going to be respectful to you right now. I love you, buddy. You're a great partner.
Communication is a foundation of a relationship.
We're gonna say goodnight. I think. Are we saying goodnight? Are we still?
Yeah, man. This article sucks, man. Hey, don't
fuck that article, dude.
Don't fucking be an asshole. There you go. There's number 1 out of 1. Don't be an asshole. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.